Awesome. So you're seeing all my empty worm bins in the back. And this up here is an amazing picture. There's a really cool story behind it. But I just wanted to get online and let you know that here's kind of how I like to um, get back on track after I cheat. So I know that I've cut out a lot of things that might not make that might not really make too much sense to some, or they'll be like, "Oh, you cut out everything and that's just what you do. That's not going to be an easy fix." Trust me, I've cut a lot of things out one by one, and then I cheat and add them back in, and then I just know that I'm along for an emotional roller coaster trying to detox from them. So, I am perfectly aware of the repercussions of that. I started off going down to the springs not to spend time with family and friends, knowing that I would kind of have to. I did. I think there was a part of me that was thinking I was going to be an inconvenience, but I know with the carnivore diet that I could like do my uncle's infamous Swedish meatballs, and there's just a deli sheet and things like that. My thing was just hanging out with my dad for a couple days and how we would make that work. And the fact that I am trying to do a little bit more carnivore and that whole deal, I was like, I don't know if I really want to tackle that with my dad, or if I just want to partake in our usual sweets goodness and what I remember from Christmas. So I just decided to do the sweets and the goodness and then be able to come home and fix it afterwards. So last night I've been trying to clean up my diet for 2 days now. And I usually will come home and immediately start fasting, but I decided to eat a lot of avocados I didn't eat down in the springs. And I ate a lot of fruit last night. I, because my dad, of course, was awesome and bought me a whole bunch of stuff. And I guess there's a part of you that's just like, oh, I'll just waste it. But I was just like, well, I'm just going to continue to eat all these things and do my thing afterwards. So this morning I took my supplements and I took moringa and then a form of zinc that has um, glycerin in it, which is kind of sweet. And so um, I have felt like my tonsils are mad at me and I'm all nasally and things like that. So I'm a little under the weather. I don't negate that I don't regret my decision. There's nothing to regret in life and all of that, but I have decided my usual form of just breaking that cycle. Well, I was emotionally off the rails last night. And that usually happens about the second day back into my normal routine of eating a little bit. Um which there was a lot of sh- natural fruit and sugars and things like that. So I was kind of easing back into it. But last night, the emotional roller coaster hit me. So I like to get really anxious and worry about things that aren't really important to worry about. And that's how I knew that it was time to get back on track. So after taking the zinc this morning, like I said in my supplements, I started drinking ginger water and I went with my usual nitro black coffee, which is definitely not carnivore, and I'll baby steps to get that all taken care of. I know there's a lot around coffee that like the mold and stuff and those kind of things. So I get it. And we just have a little grace for ourselves. And if you're trying to change up your lifestyle, just give yourself some grace. I have lost more than half of my body weight. I used to have a little more muscle. I think I got a little squish to me now that I'm a little out of the gym. But after I took my moringa and I worked a little with the day program and got a few things taken care of. I decided to get on the desk bike and take chromium and palladium, and that's supposed to help regulate your blood sugar. I also drank some lemon water, which it's debatable whether that's breaking a fast or not. I also my ginger froze in my dad's fridge. So last night, yesterday, I just or 2 days ago, I decided to make ginger water, and just keep drinking that throughout these 2 days, which is awesome. The one with the roots in it actually is really potent, and I didn't even have to eat a bite of ginger this morning. So that's nice. With kind of a respiratory thing going on that I'm fighting and doing a great job of fighting. Let, let's let our bodies do their immune system thing. Last night before bed, I took L-lysine and an extra micro C. This morning, I took a lot of vitamin C. I microdosed or not, or I macrodosed. I just do these things just as you feel them. And I know since I'm a little under the weather, a little bit of vitamin C will go a long ways. So, or a lot of vitamin C will definitely help with that. And before I started fasting, I figured that might be a really good thing to do. I'm not a professional, and that's probably a very rookie mistake for some people, but I just know that the cheap vitamin C has more benefits than just getting vitamin C in you. So I was definitely making an educated decision, and I am glad I did. And now it's time to do the fasting. And so after I did like 30 minutes on a desk bike, I do feel like, and I'm drinking a ton of water, I'm taking in a lot of electrolytes. So I'm doing this very safe for any of my family and all that jazz, that I've been doing this for a little longer than I want to admit. Um, with my brain injury, when I started to realize I was emotionally eating, I definitely I thought it was the meds when I first got out of Craig. The meds are making me not have an appetite, and eating was just too hard. So I and then once eating got a little easier, I started to emotionally eat again, and I knew that wasn't right. So I've done some therapies and some counseling and stuff and worked through that. And now it's gotten to the point where I'm so fat adapted that um and sugars actually make it so my brain doesn't work as clear and as crystal clear. So I have realized if I want to do content creation, I gotta the best way to do that is to be videoing when I am fasting, because I say less ums, I am more fluid, all of that. I am just starting to really feel like the fasting, it's not even really happening yet. So I figured I'd come on and let you see that. And I'd also share with you that um, there are there are a lot of benefits to fasting, but I know with my mental health, and I am I was an emotional eater, and just all the research I've done, I can really see that sugar is one of the addictions that I can have easily. And so I and since this is a new phase of life where I'm trying to cut those things out, I figured I'd bring you along for the ride while I'm content creating, so you can see like just the beginning of fasting when I've got a little bit of ghrelin on board where I'm getting hungry, and that just means I need to go drink more water. And my dad's Berkey that he gave me for Christmas, yay! I'm drinking clean water for the first time since I ran for city council. I I started drinking tap water when I was running for city council, because that was a lot of people's complaints, and I knew that it was not good, but it's my fault for not getting back on board. It's been a year now. So let's face it, I have brought that on myself by not drinking water. But the Berkey, it tastes awesome. It smells awesome. I do believe that we have a problem with water, and I think it's pretty global. I believe that first world countries shouldn't have water that smells like this. And I've gotten some people involved on boards and stuff, and it's just systemic, and I do believe that it really does help your health. So, and I do feel like I have caught in a little bit of bugs lately just because I've been drinking not only tap water, but a lot of other things I let slip that I knew I shouldn't have. So I've not fully gotten anything, but I've just felt under the weather. And I do have my tonsils. So I do believe they are my early warning, like my canary in the mine. So it does let me know to just simmer it down and get back on board and just listen to my body. I can't tell you how important it is when I started listening to my body. It tells me what I don't want to hear sometimes and what I need to hear sometimes. And I just want to let you know it was the holidays and just have some grace for yourself. And I just wanted to come on and compare this to when I start to fast. Like, this isn't even this morning. It's It's 5 o'clock now. I think I took my supplements at 10. So this is about, I'm barely into my fast. So I'm still running on sugars. Let's face it. I do believe that I can run very smoothly. My mental capacity is so much sharper when I'm running off ketones. So I just wanted to come on and bring you along as this is hour 5 of the fast. Your fast stops the minute you stop eating, but I only took supplements this morning, so I don't know when my fast started, but you just listen to your body during this fast, and when you need water, drink tons of water, and I will come back on and I will break my fast with you guys. I do appreciate this, and I'm just going to come on and be authentic, and we'll share together and we'll grow together. And I hope to come on and really reflect as I've been pairing up with a good friend, and we're reflecting on this year, and we're both going to do our own work on reflecting in certain areas of life. And this is going to be an awesome journey. I'm also going to come on and share some of my dreams with you guys. So be looking forward to that. I'm also going to share with you like how I lost half my body weight, just the little hacks I did. I'm no professional. I don't claim to know as a professional. I just have the grace, and I want to create the power of the community, and we can all empower each other and just help each other and share some tricks or something like that. So, you have a beautiful day, and I will see you before the new year, I hope. I hope you had a great holidays. I celebrated winter solstice and got this amazing picture behind me, which you cannot see the beauty behind it, but this picture is going to make me so happy. That is my garden bed in that picture, and I didn't even know the person who took that picture and got and was it was totally a cool story. So that picture is going to get me through waiting to start my seedlings, and I just feel like I'm just going to reflect into the new year and reflect on different things such as spiritual, um, financial, community. Um, there was something called advocacy, but I will come on and I will share with you when I am prepared to do those things. And I thank you for coming along, and let's dream big. So, um, I am a big dreamer who life sat me down and dreams got bigger. So let's just go ahead and just dream together. Well, blessings. I am going to end this video.